In a hauntingly gripping trailer that fans are already calling the most Canadian crime teaser ever, Law and Order Toronto, Criminal Intent drops its first official look at Season 1, and it's clear the dead do speak. Set against the frostbitten skyline of downtown Toronto, this new chapter of the iconic franchise combines classic procedural grit with a distinct northern chill. With a mix of eerie cases, bold detectives, and Toronto's unmistakable flair, the spin-off is poised to carve its own place within the Law and Order universe. Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching for more details. Police car light, a franchise goes north. The trailer opens with a shot of a frozen lake. Snow falls gently. A figure trudges through the icy fog. Then a scream. It's a masterclass in setting the mood. From the start, the tone is unmistakably Law and Order, but this time, there's maple syrup in the bloodstream and a Tim Hortons cup in the detective's hand. Executive producer Dick Wolf makes his mark once again, this time partnering with Canadian producers from Citiff and Chorus Entertainment to bring a local authenticity to this global brand. The new iteration focuses on major crimes in Canada's most populous city, exploring not just criminal minds, but also the social systems and politics behind the headlines. This isn't just Law and Order with snow, jokes showrunner Corinne Mystery. We're telling stories that reflect the complexities of urban Canadian life, the immigration system, housing crises, corruption, and yes, a few polite murderers. Detective meet the detectives. At the heart of the series are Detective Anika Sharma, Sapinder Rach, and Detective Elijah Eli Fontaine, Stephen James. Two brilliant minds with wildly different styles but an undeniable chemistry. The trailer gives us a glimpse of their dynamic. Sharma, a no-nonsense profiler with an academic edge, is seen sifting through case files while delivering chilling psychological insights. Fontaine, a street-smart former undercover officer, uses intuition and instinct to peel back layers of deception. Their partnership, think Goran and Eames with a multicultural Canadian twist, is already being praised online. One Twitter user writes, "Rach and James are fire together. Believe every line. Canada, we did it." In the sneak peek, Fontaine quips, "You think a guy who freezes bodies in hockey lockers isn't going to crack eventually?" Sharma replies coolly, "Not if he's Canadian enough." It's this balance of dark and dry wit that fans have come to expect, and Law and Order Toronto delivers. Balance scale the cases. From tunnels to tech titans. While Law and Order has always pulled inspiration from real-life headlines, the Toronto spin-off takes things a step further, adapting Canadian-specific stories with international relevance. Here are some case snippets revealed in the trailer. The tunnel vision case. Construction workers discover a secret underground bunker near Queen's Park. Inside, photos, surveillance equipment, and a map of a local high school. Was it a terror plot? A prepper's hideout? Or something much darker? A startup slaughter? When a tech CEO is found dead with a maple leaf carved into her wrist, suspicion turns to disgruntled ex-employees. But as Sharma notes, every genius thinks they're above the law until they meet us. A hockey night in homicide. A beloved ex-NHL star is killed outside a Toronto Maple Leafs game. Clues point to a decades-old sexual abuse scandal involving junior hockey teams. Fontaine, once a promising player himself, must confront his past. The missing matriarch. An elderly Filipino woman vanishes after visiting her local church. No body, no suspects, just a single voicemail. "Tell her I'm sorry." The case spirals into Toronto's growing crisis of elder neglect and housing displacement. The Bay Street bomber. A firebomb explodes in the financial district. The suspect. A former hedge fund analyst turned anarchist influencer. As Fontaine says, he went from insider trading to Molotov cocktails. Each case is set to explore not just the who but the why, tying crimes to deeper systemic issues. According to Mystery, this isn't just about solving murder. It's about understanding what leads people to commit them in the first place. Brain the criminal intent twist. As with the original Criminal Intent, the Toronto series leans heavily into psychology. It's less about catching the killer with surprise twists, and more about understanding the why behind the crime. In fact, the trailer boldly reveals the killers in several episodes, just as the original Vincent D'Onofrio's series did. This season, expect frequent deep dives into character studies. Psychiatrists, CEOs, cult leaders, and social workers are placed under the microscope. In one chilling clip, Sharma confronts a grieving father-turned-vigilante. "You're not a hero. You're just another killer looking for an excuse." His reply: "And you're just another cop pretending not to be scared." Performing arts, a cast worthy of spotlight. Aside from leads Rach and James, the supporting cast is stacked with Canadian talent. Kristen Kruk, Smallville Burden of Truth, plays Crown Attorney Natalie Cho, determined to bring justice with compassion even when the system fights her. Eric Peterson, Corner Gas, surprises as retired detective-turned-consultant Arthur Gray, a mentor to Fontaine. Hamza Hack, Transplant, joins mid-season as a forensic linguist, whose analysis of voice patterns and threats proves key in several cases. Guest stars in Season 1 include Tatiana Maslany as a former cult member who may have orchestrated a mass poisoning, Jay Baruchel as a tech bro accused of staging his own kidnapping, Sandra Oh rumored, in a late-season arc as a therapist with a deadly secret, Maple Leaf Toronto as a character. In classic Law and Order style, the setting becomes a living character. "Toronto's not just a backdrop," says director Ann Wheeler. "It's a cultural mosaic, a political powder keg, and a city with its own rhythm." The trailer features iconic locations: Kensington Market, Union Station, Lake Ontario, Scarborough Bluffs, all steeped in atmosphere. Viewers from outside Canada will get an unfiltered look at a city that is cosmopolitan, complex, and yes, sometimes brutally cold. There's even a blink-and-you-miss-it moment where detectives stop for coffee. And yes, it's at Tim Hortons. Internet fans have already memed it. Detectives always run on Timmy's. Magnifying glass tilted left themes. Immigration, identity, and justice. Beyond the murders and mysteries, Law and Order Toronto. Criminal Intent aims to say something bigger. Each case reflects broader themes. Multicultural identity. How do immigrant communities navigate justice in a country that promises equality but often fails to deliver it? Mental health. Several episodes focus on the blurred line between trauma and criminality. Corruption. From land deals to police unions, the show doesn't shy away from the gray areas. In one standout scene from the trailer, Sharma addresses a press conference. Justice doesn't mean punishment, means truth. And sometimes that's the hardest thing to find. Clapperboard behind the scenes. Filmed entirely on location in Toronto, the production embraced its Canadian identity fully. Episodes are bilingual when appropriate, featuring English and French dialogue with subtitles. Indigenous consultants were brought in for a Season 1 episode exploring land rights and generational trauma.